He just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring, still. And I do my own tours too for people. Oh, yo.
You see,
I do my own tours. I did tours in Canada. I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps, and that's why I don't care about the hate, cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour, like something with Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak said to Nori, yo said, Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too. If you want to say that, to Memphis Bleak, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleak on the stage and him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man shit with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money. I'm going to.
That's that man girl too. That's it. That's Hov's wife tour.
Yeah, that's Hov. Yeah, Hov wife tour.
So if Hov, I believe if Hov was out on his own, he would bring Bleak out. There is no need for him to bring Bleak in a situation where it looked like if this was last tour you're talking about with the Cowboy Carter.
Right.
Yeah.
So to me, because I look at Bleak as a loyal guy, like I'm a loyal guy to Jay. But I look at like Fifth, my guy Hervé, one day we had TRL, and it's the young Gunners there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him out, and Hervé says loud, "You don't gotta worry about nothing. You got 50. Jay-Z doesn't do nothing for these guys like 50 does." And Hervé, I think he worked with them too. But he said that to me, and I always...
Additionally, you never truly let go of that. He therefore let it all out without holding back when he appeared on Shannon Sharpe's show, declaring he has never helped anyone win and only moves for himself. He outright dubbed Jay-Z a hater. He then made fun of Bleak by remarking, "Look at Memphis, Bleak. He's not sparkling. He's not winning. Don't watch out for Jay-Z the way 50 watches out for me." It was just one line that suddenly blew everything apart. It's crazy, dude, to argue over who has a better sugar daddy. Real ones don't move like that. You can't feed your people off of another man's plate. Ka was constantly told, because your entire team would hunger after he leaves. Thus, this 50 benefits me more than Jay does. Talk is really insane. Period. Real men create their own plates. Love is demonstrated when your partner lends you a hand. However, boasting about it is a strange flex. Yo-Yo's whole argument depicted Jay-Z as selfish, like he only moves when it favors him and never raises anyone up. However, Yo's tone came out as an odd boast about who was receiving better treatment. That would be an odd hill to die on. Memphis Bleak couldn't afford to ignore that when he drove up on Drink Champs. He needed to make things clear and tell it as it was. Bleck claims that prior to everything that has happened, he and Yo had no genuine animosity.
Me and other niggas, right? Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers in the world.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Right?
Riot Squad. Rest in peace.
Far Rock.
Yep.
You understand? Jim Jones, he had Stack Bundles, he had Max B. I looked at it like, wait, you know. Stack's Bundles had a portion, was still in the hood. No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that barefoot.
Get the socks.
See, that's when a nigga love you, nigga. Get the socks, nigga. Sneakers Dior, nigga. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split. Because you go back to 134, anywhere, Baisley, Brooklyn, shit get split. Once I got shit, nigga shot my shit up. Bentleys and all that. Y'all get that sneaker, just toss that over there. My shit's official. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, but nigga put me in position. Rest in peace of Stack, but Stack got killed in the project with a Porsche.
Yeah.
Nigga, come on, nigga, I'm from the hood, nigga. Y'all niggas thought, nigga. I done been around the Black Justice and Sheen the Preems and all that, nigga. The E-Money bags, all that, nigga. The younger niggas under that.
So with everything you
Maserati Fox. Real nigga, huh?
So with everything that you saw, what would you change?
I just pray to God every time I leave the house.
But what would you change?
Change what?
Pass the cup.
I heard you talk about all the shit you went through, all the shit niggas is still going through.
What
Yeah,
God,
one of them cups
listen,
just for
what
the
God
asshole.
got planned for you is planned for you, brother. God already knows what's planned for you in life.
God planned for you to come here and spaz on y'all niggas tonight.
I spaz?
I'm just saying, it was a plan.
I mean, I do be on some Hollywood shit. She was in Europe. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Something like, yo, stop talking about Europe. Hey. I don't, like, when you come here, you gotta deal with
Don't treat
niggas.
Vlad like that, bro. See how niggas is? See how
No, I
niggas
ain't
is,
nothing
bro?
with Vlad.
He ain't treat Vlad
Do
like
with Europe.
this.
I do.
The rooms had been the same. Perhaps they even collaborated on a few projects, but the atmosphere quickly changed following Yo-Yo's astute remarks. You can sense the tension even though it's not a full-scale conflict. Although Bleak didn't explain everything in detail, his point was obvious. Man, just forget about Tony Yao. Here's the twist, though. Yo-Yo has always been the type of guy who criticizes others for failing to take care of their own group. It was precisely the same audacious drive that led to his recent feud with Jim Jones. That old unit versus DHC. That old unit versus the Dipset era is something that everyone recalls. Jim Jones, Cameron, and 50 Cent. Anarchy, the majority of people believe that everything was long since deceased. False. Jim Jones and Tony Yo have been at each other's throats for the past few years. It's personal this time. You made the shocking revelation that Jim Jones abandoned Stack Bundles in the Hood to die on Math Half's podcast. That's a serious charge. Yo claims that Jim failed to provide Stack with the proper protection and that this negligence contributed to the course of events. You don't say it lightly, especially in our culture. Let me explain Stack Bundles in case you are unaware of who he was. One of his first performers, Jim Jones, signed Stack. Jim showed him the ropes, placed him on game, and took him on a tour. However, there were rumors for years that Jim didn't do enough for Stack, which is why things ended the way they did. Stack Bundles died in the neighborhood where he was raised, and the culture is still deeply affected by that suffering.
The problem is, when she was on the show, she had said that she had heard about you wasn't giving Stack money, but people don't know that when Stack asked you for the bread, you were going to the bank. I think the bank was closed. Something happened because me and Bino talked about it. I remember being there, and you was going to give him
more money after the money he spent because we was on tour. He like, geez, I spent all that tour money, geez, on Pop, a bucket. Whatever he did, brought another Porsche, BMW. He like, yo, Pop, geez, you said a closed mouth don't get fed, geez, I'm Pop, geez, I'm hurting.
It's a fact.
And when I told him, I said, yo, go get 25 grand from the bank tomorrow. He like, oh, yo, what's up with that Wrangler truck? I'm like, I left that shit in Brooklyn. I don't even want that shit. I don't even know what block it's on. Matter of fact, it's by the car shop where I got the Maserati from. He like, you let me get that, G's. I'm like, go take it. You probably got to get a new key. He like, oh, I'm going to go get that tomorrow, G's. You different, G's. And we all know the rest of the story.
Why do you think that people have this misconception of what happened? Why do you think even her? Why do you think that? Where did that come from?
Nobody likes to hear the truth.
Because we were there. Bino get mad all the time, and he gets offended, and he was one of the people that called me. He was like, "That's not true." They think that what they think is that Stack asked you. He told you he wanted to leave. They said that Stack told you he wanted to leave. He wanted to move, and you didn't move him out. But that's not true.
You want to hear that story? All right, for Stacks and them, I was about to buy Stacks, the kid Max and Melly, a whole brownstone in New Jersey. None of them wanted to leave the hood. And I was not about to waste my money. And I was what I offered them. I went shopping for the shit and all that type of shit.
Yeah, we remember that, right, Bass? We remember that. Shout out to Bass. I remember the conversation.
And I'm like, yo, you bugging. You want to, like, yo, you could go to the hood every day, but you're going to be living in Jersey. Like, you're going to be living better than, like, you heard? And you don't have to worry about paying for no rent or nothing like that. I'm just trying to get you niggas out the hood. Melly, too. Melly ended up getting shot, right? Like none of these would listen, and everything that happened that you know can happen in the hood end up happening and shit like that. You know what I mean? But everything to try to protect them for what I know could have happened to them, I tried. You heard? From getting all of these cars to getting all these everything. You can imagine everything. Private jets, Miami, hundreds of thousands in one weekend, 2 tour buses, Atlanta, like cannot front on how I had my boys moving. And I'm only talking about this because you was there and you and Stacks were best friends with Bino, couple others and shit like that. Other than I don't even talk to people about Stacks and what went on, but we were sending out. This was not on our...
Since no one truly understands what goes on behind closed doors, I always gave Jim Jones the benefit of the doubt. One thing is certain though, this story is still profound. There are times when your pals simply refuse to listen. I've had folks tell me they want to hustle no matter how much you try to help. They still don't move, even after I give them the entire plan and even offer to purchase the setup. When you desire someone's success more than they want theirs, it might be difficult. With Jim Jones and Stack Bundles, it sounded somewhat like that. People were accusing Jim of stealing Stack's entire look, speech, and mannerisms and running off with it. Stack Bundles was that guy, to be honest. He most likely would have been in the front row at Paris Fashion Week. Hanging around with A$AP Rocky's style status had his life not been cut short. His influence on the culture was that great. However, detractors stated that Jim grabbed the drip and left the stack behind, making the situation even more chaotic. Jim, however, never backed down. "That isn't accurate at all," he said. He asserted that he gave Stack money, opportunities, tours, and everything else in an attempt to get him out of the hood. Jim claimed that the thing that pained him the most was that Stack simply didn't want to go. Jim claims that he never left Stack behind. He simply couldn't get him off the streets. Trust him or not, Jim continues to stick by that story today.
You know, me from the hood, so people
That's right.
look at Bleak and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh,
Yeah.
But nah,
That's why.
Bleak
That's
out
why you
here
got
make
niggas like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
You'll smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill. Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of. Nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. Nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
you
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces, nigga.
That's why
Paid
you
in full
looking to
movie.
see.
Nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's
I
a
promise
fact.
you that, nigga.
That's why he worried about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know
See?
I got it, nigga. What's
Don't-
up? The
ain't
bag
nobody-
is up. The bosa.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the bosa at, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of over here, B. Yo, nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. They deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we. Ain't no
100%,
who
nigga.
take care of who, nigga. You know who doing it. We live.
Us,
We getting
the
money.
gangway, nigga. We take
You
care
feel
of
me?
everybody, nigga. We take care of each other, nigga.
That's a
heard?
fact, my G. But linking back up with you, Jim, we missed out on a
Nah,
lot
this
of
is dope.
opportunity, bro. But we ain't gonna miss it out going forward.
Nah,
we need to
man.
put some pain.
Money was not even the main focus of Yo-Yo's argument. Jim's crew just doesn't look right, he said. They don't appear to be up. And to be honest, might have struck much more deeply if Jim had focused on that message rather than launching into a tirade about money. Perhaps, just possibly, the entire situation would not have exploded as it did. Jim, however, was not listening to any of that. His pride was evident on his face, and he was in full defense mode with his eyes fixed on the target. He thought Yayo was making fun of him in public. Jim, don't make fun of his team or name. Isn't anybody feeding me? He began to bark back. I started from scratch when building this. Jim made certain that everyone could clearly hear it. He doesn't live off of other people's food. Not anyone's, not Jay-Z's, and not the 50s. The room changed at that point. Rather than dismissing that, Jim went all out, accusing Yo of never standing by himself and pointing out that he always hides behind 50. The atmosphere immediately changed. What began as a discussion descended into hostility. Bleck attempted to defuse the situation, but Jim was already too emotionally invested. It was evident that this was no longer just about you. This was the culmination of years of frustration. That was where all of the side remarks, comparisons, and arguments over who should look out for whom broke out. Did Jim have enough? He also made it quite apparent that he would not back down from anyone. Not from anyone, not even Tony. He continued to show off his strength and self-madness by flinging success in the air. However, upon closer inspection, it became evident that this went deeper. This has nothing to do with brokers or wealth. Kazo was also not going to back down. He reposted Jim's longtime rival, Max B. in a quiet yet daring way rather than launching into a tirade or diss track. There was a statement there, right there. The internet exploded. The fans don't agree at all. Jim was correct to stand on business, according to some. Others claimed that Joe's uncomfortable honesty touched a nerve.